And I'll
And you
put
could.
my last one into stamina.
I wish I could remove points from stamina.
Just don't. Why are you the way that you are?
What if you ate your own aether?
I feel so strongly about this.
You're just stagnating.
No, because 76 times.
No.
I've got that much stamina right now.
Colin,
Yes.
when you get a moment, can I have my Torvian, please?
I don't have it for you right now.
Oh, that's fine.
I at least
I
not
still
in
got the
form I-
benefits. We're good.
No, at least not in a form I can give it to you. It's finals.
That's all good. That's very fair.
Mm-hmm.
You're
It's
good.
okay, King.
Mm-hmm.
I have to sneeze. Oh God.
But
I'm okay.
Bless you.
I was
Thank you.
gonna get home to like fully transcribe it for you today, but there was a birthday that we
did
were
an incident.
celebrating, and
Oh.
I tried to get away, but there was a Smash Bros tournament, and I won my first round. And I was like, okay, and I won my second, and then I was like trying to fucking leave. They're like, no, you have to keep going, and so I was forced to stay.
You've been voluntold.
I was voluntold.
That is fun, though.
That is okay.
Under the punishment.
We'll
of
forgive
being
you for
roasted.
having fun without us.
Mm-hmm.
It was a middling amount of fun.
How dare you have friends?
They are not my friends.
I was about to say.
Interact with people.
This is social, Colin, being social, and not
425.
because law school is like high school. It's just gossip. So if I just dip out, people are gonna be like, "Where is he going?"
You can't just Irish goodbye.
No, too political.
I love leaving events early.
What did it do other than help me with the I remember you mentioned like 3 things that it did.
Oh yeah, it gives you the creation 2 power.
Can I try and recall the other 2 things that it did from memory?
Sure.
It's the only thing that I remember. You don't lose mental when changing.
Correct.
My microphone's not picking up, but I'm clapping.
What next?
Never mind.
Come on, I don't know I don't know it.
I thought I had 2. I don't have 2. I just remember that one and being like, "Holy shit, that's crazy."
Nice try, buddy. We'll get him on the next one.
Can we know what it's called? Does it have a name?
Yeah. It is, I mean, it's just the builder's hand, Torvian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's still cool.
It's not one of the Exalted 9.
Well,
It's not super special. It's
but,
just
I mean,
very special to me.
Yeah, Tina.
Alright, no more notes. They're all gone.
Up in flame.
Why are you were the one flaming me? What the fuck is this?
Huh?
Athena flames goes in flames and then it's like, no. I'm being attacked.
Wait, you have 76 hero points, Cooper?
It's a stamina points, didn't you know?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I use as stamina. A single hit at the end of the last fight gave me an extra 32.
Fair enough, I guess. Jesus Christ.
We don't have time to address it. We don't have the time.
That's what I'm looking for, a keyboard.
2 questions.
2 answers?
Are you gonna give the questions?
I
No.
wanted to
You
go
wanted
from
confirmation,
first.
people. Yeah.
Exactly. First question. Jonah, for switching modes, is that a free action or is that an action? to
No, that
switch?
is an action.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
And then it's an action
Free
to activate.
Okay, got it. Second question. Um, do you think the lantern could seal away the Darkstar energy orb we got to deal with?
I'm assuming this is directed at Colin and not me because I have no
Not
idea.
an entity.
Even if it could, I'm not sure that that's a good idea because we would just
You
be.
can choose to either use the lantern to open the Cave of Mists or entomb target creature. I don't think it's a creature.
Mm,
Even if it could, I'd be worried that that would be a bad idea since we would just be like returning all of that juice back to sender.
Yeah, the codex is in there. So, I don't know. The answer I would assume is no, but I also don't know what else we do with it. What we do with it
Yeah.
after that. Colin?
Mm-hmm.
I took Stealthy Guide again.
Okay.
I hope that's okay
Yeah.
with you.
Fine by me. It's your favorite power.
Well, nobody else is taking it.
Okay.
I mean, you
Oh
look. You
yeah,
sounded
name
so
one
happy.
time we've ever made a stealth check.
I'm not
Me
going
look at
to
known.
dignify you with a response. Keenan's rolling over in his grave right now.
He's just rolling. But
Rolly.
we got a session to get to. So, without further ado, Peter, could you give us the recap of last session?
Yeah, I can do that. So the session opened up with us inside of He Who Guides the Voice Netherrealm. We had just been
Technically Nether Realm or Nether Domain.
Nether Domain, yeah. And yeah, he had scooped us up after we had tried to find some emeralds and let out a pulse. Immediately got yoinked. We were in a room and there were, I think, like 5 Arnir there to deal with He Who Guides the Voice. And we had just had Kira and Known go into Silex to try and bring them back and resist the influence of the Dark Star. Successfully, they did it. With Kira at the helm, and while Known calms down Silex. Start of the round, Viola shatters all of the mirrors that are in the room that were acting as portals. Thankfully, that worked. Yeah, it would have been big bad. We are doing okay. Eventually, we're able to pop off. First, it was Teemer's ultimate move. Then we were able to get Morgan's, and the Arnir were able to be dealt with until they came back. Fortunately, one of them was already on fire, so we figured out, okay, if they're on fire, their bodies will actually just completely go away. They won't come back to life. That's fabulous. We all almost died to the Echo Arnir mode, which allowed them to do the same attack 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
That really almost killed us. A lot. Thankfully, Morgan was able to do their ability
It did kill
again.
me
Yeah,
a lot.
It did kill Morgan a lot. I was about to say.
That is true. It did kill Morgan a lot. But Morgan came back.
And if I die again, I won't come back. Or I'll have an hour before I die. So
Details. Details. We did great. Morgan, after they come back up, is able to strike into He Who Guides the Voice, triggering their ult, able to strike down the remaining Arnir. Viola borrows Loomis's flame to set them on fire so that they stay gone. And now that all of his allies are gone, He Who Guides the Voice uses that energy to then Dark Star Blast all of us. And fun little fact about that is you don't die, you just get reformed and infused with the Dark Star's energy. So worse than death. A few of us are able to make it. Viola is able to make it. Teamer is able to make it. And Loomis also makes it. And I believe it was also at this point Loomis had transformed into the Phoenix Dragon.
That happened after.
That happened after?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, after.
Yes.
Okay,
Get
okay.
ganked first.
Yeah. So then, with the power of side by side, a few of us are able to make it. However, Kira, Silex known, and then also Tavis were not so fortunate. Tavis falls, reforms as Bedlam, and Kira, known, Silex, all three of them are now corrupted by the Dark Star's power. And as Hope seems just completely lost, we start the next round. Loomis then transforms into the Phoenix Dragon. Starts wailing into He Who Guides the Voice. And then Teamer, using his new ability to manipulate energy, was able to draw out all of the energy of the Dark Star from Tavis and from Silex, known, and Kira, and smash down into the domain, freeing us from it. So now we're back on the ring. We continue to fight He Who Guides the Voice, and Tavis is able to land the finishing blow, expelling and banishing He Who Guides the Voice out of the Cosmic Stack again. Now, things are happy. We all do a group hug, but then we realize that He Who Guides the Voice also was trying to delay us in our journey and has transported us all the way to Arquette, right next to Ioka. So that's where we are, and we have this giant ball of Dark Star energy right next to us.
Can I roll for Phoenix really quick, Colin?
You can.
Just before I forget. Let's fucking go!
You got it? Nice!
Is that the first time that's ever happened?
No, I got it right after the first time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I got it. So technically, this is the second time I've gotten it that way.
But you got it. You all are right outside of Ioka, probably about half a mile. There is a field of destruction around where the battle commenced, but otherwise the area around Ioka seems relatively normal. What are you doing, Earthen Claw?
So, how do we deal with the ball?
What is the ball doing?
Just sitting there.
God damn it.
Can you
Does it
move
feel like I'm holding it there?
No, it feels separate from you.
Ah. That's not good.
That's not going to become sentient, right?
I have no clue.
All right.
I'm not entirely sure what all we can do.
Can you eat it?
Me?
I don't recommend that.
I'm not saying we like jump headfirst into that. I'm just throwing that out there. And yes, who else would be suited to eating that?
Well, I was able to eat through Neorex's domain. Um, although this seems a little bit more risky than that, I guess. Colin, did I feel any adverse effects after breaking through Neorex's
Yes.
abode?
Didn't feel good.
Then
Okay.
I think that might be not the safest idea.
Okay.
But that was
That's,
also like only Nether. This is
Yeah.
Dark Star.
I'm pretty sure it would just make.
That's worse.
Yeah.
I think that it might end up just making me want to kill you.
Okay, well, at the moment we have only like 2 hours left for this Mist Heart. If we're gonna do something about this, it'll have to be now.
I mean,
Yes.
my only idea would be to find a material that we can make a box out of and put it in it. I don't know.
So the idea I had was using ring constructs to like make a container out of lead and potentially some amethyst on there and just bury it. But that would also use my ring construct.
Bury it here?
Somewhere where someone won't find it because lead doesn't let a lot of things through.
I think this might be the worst place to bury it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like grass here. Something's obviously not. Something
Well,
is not right here.
Yeah. With Ark herself, they probably would definitely notice.
Would making a box put you out a lot? At least we can carry it around.
I don't really want to carry it around, I'm going to be very honest.
What else do we do with it?
I think
Do you
if we
think that
just-
carrying it is better than just leaving it? Because I am very scared about leaving it behind.
I think it would be best if we just made it so that once we walk away from it, it's not immediately detected, because that would give away our location. But I don't think we have the capabilities to just carry this thing around with us.
All right. Well, if you can create a lead casing for it, we could at least give it a shallow burial until we've got more emeralds. But I do not like the idea of leaving it out here.
Okay.
But Viola's right, we don't have that much time, and if we're gonna get fucking emeralds, we need to go.
Colin, can we see into the city of Ioka right now?
I mean, yeah, you can see Ioka. It's about 8:45 at night. Lanterns are beginning to be lit across the city. The great sakura tree being illuminated by lantern as well. People seem to be bustling, moving about. Looks like a fairly normal city. You would see, though, Viola, there is some like activity around like the gate, it seems like.
Overall, this is strange, seeing how this is basically the apocalypse right now, right?
Oh, the skies are blue here.
Oh, skies are blue here too.
Skies are
It is
Fascinating.
completely normal in this area.
It's normal.
This is an oasis in desolation.
in this case,
I mean,
chaos.
literally, like you can
Fun.
see, like out, and looking at the lake, Taru Lake, like next to Ioka. It's placid, it's calm.
Okay. I want to like listen into our surroundings, but I'm not sure if we have time for that.
Wait, I just thought of something. How many times can Teamer use his ring creation, movement, etc. abilities per session?
Once per session.
Okay, so if we
Each
make a
one
box,
once per session.
we can't use creation for emeralds if it comes down to it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wanted to confirm so that way we don't. If you guys are cool with that, we're cool with it. I just didn't want us to end up not realizing that and getting screwed.
Mm.
You reconfirm it has not changed at all, right?
It hasn't. It's just floating there.
Okay. That makes me uncomfortable. So, do we want to do that or?
I'd say
Oh,
box
yeah.
it, because otherwise it's going to be detectable.
Or easily detectable?
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to try
Um,
to put some primordial magic in there with it too, or fire.
Mm,
That might feed whatever energies in there.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to start fucking around with the magic.
yeah, it seems stable as it is.
If we can just encase it and get out of here before someone finds it.
Mm.
I'm good with that.
Okay, sealing it is.
Okay. Then I would like to switch to ring construct.
Easy enough. You make that shift.
And then the idea would be to create a sort of box around it with like how much lead do you think I can create?
A lot of lead.
Okay. How thick do we want these walls to be?
Thick. And be lined with tin.
What does
If you can
tin
do at least a meter thick, that would be great. But as
a
much,
meter?
yeah.
Speak freedom, dumbass.
The fuck
3
is a
feet.
meter? 3 feet
3 feet?
in each direction.
Yep.
How big is this
To
thing
stop
again?
ionizing radiation, you need 2.25 millimeters of lead. What are you talking about? Feet?
I'm saying this is significantly more powerful than just something that's radioactive, and there are going to be people looking.
Okay.
I want this as
Colin,
thick
what
as
is the size of this orb?
5 feet in diameter.
Just generally. 5 feet in diameter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's a round boy.
Right. Okay.
Well, I guess we're gonna
Um,
have to create a fucking target ball.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to steal one
Yeah.
of those.
So how does a foot sound, guys?
That
Sound
sounds
okay?
good.
And then
That
a
sounds
layer
very
of tin
small.
maybe on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
While he's
Um,
doing that, could I start using Terramancy to get an indentation in the ground for it to rest on?
Sure.
Okay, and do you want Loomis's blessing for this roll?
Yeah,
Tamer?
that would probably be good
Ooh.
if you're willing
Yeah.
or able.
Well, we sit in the, I wouldn't call it the enemy's backyard, but the former people of Cells. And obviously we don't want this energy to get to them, so with Cell's fire, how about we seal this thing?
Yeah, I'd like to make basically another orb around it, a foot thick lead, and then a layer of tin on outside of that.
Okay.
Maybe like an inch.
Sounds good. Sounds good. No roll required.
Oh, okay. This is great.
It feels like the land is helping you.
This
Oh,
is good.
Like,
Will it let me
Okay.
put some amethysts in it?
it would help with that, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to put a couple of those on there.
Okay.
everyone pat the land and thank it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Right, in
Dirt.
the hole.
Would you be able to just like on the side make emeralds?
I mean, I could try.
Oh,
Would it help me with that, or does it feel like this is just for the orb?
It feels like for the orb.
Okay. So it'll be a
Gotcha.
roll probably to get emeralds.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'd like to try.
All right. Go ahead and make a power capped roll then.
Mental.
Mental.
Still a blessing,
Cool.
or
Did you call the
I mean, it's-
blessing?
Yeah, that's what he was
yeah.
doing his little speech for.
Okay. I thought you were wanting to put primordial fire into it.
Oh no,
Okay. Then, yeah, sure. Blessing.
that was just for the blessing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter power cap because I only have 6. However, I hit 3. We're good. Yep, 6 successes.
Gotcha. Then you're able to create what equates to about half a pound of emeralds.
Fantastic. We
That's a
love
lot
to
of
see it.
emeralds.
All right, in the hole, please.
in the hole?
Hmm?
You said you were putting an indentation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just to rest in.
Just to
Yeah.
put it down into.
Yeah. Immediately feed some of the emeralds into the mist heart.
Gotcha. Then the Mist Heart will accept them.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Are we ready to
okay.
go?
um,
We're gonna get closer and check this place out, or are we just leaving?
I don't know if we have time.
I think it would be good to at least understand a little bit about what's. At least check out Ioka. We're also not in a great spot right now, so if we could rest somewhere, I think
That
that would
is
be in our
true.
best interest before we start moving
And I
out.
mean, considering how far we have to go, I don't know if just walking would get us there in time.
It won't. So we might as well take some time to rest, and then we can figure out how we're going to travel there in time.
That's fine by me. I would be wary of Ioka, though. Just because of how normal it is here, that's
I
not.
don't like how calm.
I mean, something definitely is odd. Now that we're not as pressed for time, can I listen into the music, see if it sounds normal here and in Ioka?
I mean, you're like half a mile away from Ioka, but you could like listen to the music like around you here.
Yeah, if I could.
Like you sense Nether here about you.
Oh yeah, from from like the Dark Star orb as well, or from something else?
I don't know how you would know if it was something else.
Okay.
But
There's also a lot of nether within me too. It could be a lot of things.
Let's get closer, eh?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So are you approaching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, outside
Roughly?
speaking, is it just kind of flat plain? Are we trees?
So Arquette is covered in mostly like a thicker, denser jungle. The area around Ioka is more like rolling hills with the trees having been cleared with the large lake around this area.
Teamer has objections?
No, I just want stealth if possible.
Yes,
Okay.
obviously.
So, what's the plan then?
Are we sneaking into the city? Are we walking up to the front gate?
Well, I think walking up to the front gate is dumb. It would be nice to get us close to the outer walls of the city. At least if we could get closer to the people at the front gate, we could investigate what they've got on more. But I don't necessarily want to be seen by those people.
I think that that's probably the best move. I don't want to go straight for just sneaking into the city itself, because right now would be a terrible time to get arrested for trespassing. Or I don't really know what crime we would be committing, but I'm still worried.
Yeah, to start, I would just like to know what the disturbance at the front gate is.
Alright,
So if I could
sneaking
lead
up
us
to
through-
see.
Yeah, if I could lead us through the hills, maybe taking what I would think would be a longer route, kind of off to the side of the front gate.
Yeah.
As far away as we can be that feels safe, I suppose.
Far away so you can be that feels safe. What is safe to you?
That feels like they're not just gonna like look over and we're just fucking standing there. Like close enough that we can see.
I have
just kind of
binoculars.
who's talking. Yes, I know. I know. I'm aware.
Gotcha.
Me waving at the front gate. Hi, guys.
Then you can lead the group up that way till you're within about 500 feet of the front gate of Ioka. At the front gate itself, you would see that there are guards there, like seemingly like town guard of some kind, just like a raid around the gate, looking out. Like they're generally like talking to each other, but mostly they're just on guard.
Are we close enough for me to hear from Ioka now?
Well, parts of it, yeah. I mean, it's a big city.
Can I do a spirit check to glean what I can from here?
I mean, yeah, definitely. Probably no spirit check required, though. What I would need from you, though, is a spirit save.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Okay. Oh,
If Mila looks
Peter.
like she's gonna scream, I'm gonna slap my hand over her mouth. I'll give you rerolls
okay.
if you want.
Thank you. I'll take 3 points from you if okay.
I mean, fucking, I guess.
Thank you.
Tavis needs stamina, of course.
Oh.
Good lord, Peter.
Okay, 3.
Okay. Then with 3, you, Viola, feel something terribly wrong with this city. You feel almost like you are dying. As Morrigan slaps their hand over your mouth, you scream, but it's a scream that everyone else feels deep inside of them. It's not just auditory. It's like a spiritual scream. This entire city, Viola, is dedicated to the Grim Covenant. Everyone within another soul. This disharmony leaking from every person, from every plant, from every building. And for a moment, as you fall to your knees, you think, how? How? And then you look, because there is an epicenter for this. You look on the blessed sakura tree, and you feel nether swirling around its silver and gold, as if it is moving nether in titanic magic through itself. Eventually, you cut your connection, the pain subsiding. But this is a city of nether.
Yeah, I tell the others.
Well, that's
Okay.
great.
And does it look like the guards noticed the psychic screen?
No.
Okay. I believe it is time to leave.
How else are we going to get where we need to go?
Where else would we even go?
We're not gonna make it.
And what are you like? Are you suggesting we go in there?
I think it's worth considering.
What else would we even do?
I mean, I don't know. What did the guide want us to do here?
I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. We could burn down a tree.
You think that's possible?
It's not
We've-
impossible.
You've been out here before, right?
I fell in a hole near here once.
Any insight onto how to get into this place? Or are we just winging it?
Colin, would Ioko be the area we were pushing for during the first,
Yes.
Okay. The fences have probably changed a little bit over 40 years.
I mean, you never got to go and see the defenses.
That's also
You
true.
never made it past the border.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Is that because you guys
That
were
makes sense.
thwarted or because you ran away?
Because I fell in a hole.
Oh shit! I suppose
The-
that
the-
would stop
the
you.
shaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it look like the guards have a patrol path?
They're not really
Does
patrolling
it look like people-
outside. They're just like at the gate.
They're just kind of observing. They
Mhm.
don't have do they have guard towers at all?
No. It's not like a heavily defended city. Like
Yeah.
Ioka doesn't really have like walls around it. It has like
Okay.
a gate for like entry and exit through like a main thoroughfare. It has multiple gates. It doesn't have walls. People can just walk
Okay,
in.
okay. I mean, I'm thinking we gotta get in somehow.
Still confused as to what you're trying to gain from going in.
What is your plan then, Teamer?
No, I'm not opposed. I'm just trying to figure out what the goal is.
Well, we're gonna need some way to get somewhere real fast. I don't know if they have ships we can try and take. Something to make us faster. I mean, there's people in there who are innocent. I want to help them. I don't know if we can do much right now. Loomis has a good point about setting that thing on fire.
Yeah, but that might cause collateral damage and hurt it in a sense the more I think about it. But always an option. I mean, they're
suppose I
bound
don't
to the
disagree.
they're bound to the Grim Covenant anyway. It's not like that's gonna free them from the Grim Covenant.
Yeah, but they're still people. I don't want to think about what might happen to them if we just take down probably the only thing that's keeping this place safe.
Safe?
Well, compared to everywhere else.
I don't think anywhere is safe. This is a facade.
Anyways, back to getting in there. So no guard towers. I mean, could use a trusty rope to get over the wall, or we could try to walk the perimeter really quick and see if we find another
There's
way
no
in.
wall.
Oh, there's no wall.
No, we can just walk in. There's just a main, like, gate. But we could
They
probably
built one in the
just
past 10 seconds.
loop around. But again, if nobody feels like it's worth going in here, why would he have brought us here? What did he want us to complete for him?
I mean, if we joined in, then we're in the heart of their, like, whatever's going on here. If we don't, we're still in the heart of enemy territory.
Yeah.
And also, it's very far away.
For the Mist Heart, is there like a visible attribute to it where, like, if it's activated, you can tell there's something floating around us, or no?
Yeah, there is a massive amount of mist swirling about the area.
It's just like Solandus.
Yeah. Okay.
The people. So remember, you have to look at it from the people of Ioka. They're sitting there. Then all of a sudden, there's magic, explosions, stuff going on. Mist begins to cover the area. Like, they're like, okay, what's going on?
My bad, guys. I just have gas.
Is it currently big enough where it's covering the majority of the city?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
We have a small one.
How far outside of us does the mist reach?
I mean, if you fully powered it, it's about like a mile.
Oh, damn.
We're trying to make it last as long as possible, so.
Yeah. Now, just to be sure, yeah. So if we were to like walk through the city, you would just see this moving fog of mist through the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not ideal.
Like from a bird's eye view, yeah, you would see like the mist creeping around. For the average person, be like, oh, it's misty.
Okay.
Heavy mist.
Can wait until dark.
It is dark.
It is dark.
It's 10:30.
Oh. Now's the best time to go in.
Well, we should make a plan about where we're going and not just like wandering around in there.
Okay. I propose that we go to an inn, rest.
No, we would rest out here. Why would we go to an inn? Does anyone remember when I almost got assassinated? That would happen again, I think. If I had to guess. But if we rest, we won't have the cover of night.
We'd have to wait the full day.
Yes.
Okay, well then if we were to go in, let's pick a place to go to, somewhere that might have access to some form of transportation. Because I don't think without wandering around the city without making a plan first is a great idea.
We have to figure out what's in the city.
Viola, you knew where we were. What do you know of Ioka? Do you know if they have... Let's see. We're kind of We're pretty central, so no port stuff.
Flying ones.
Do they have airships here?
Colin, what do I know about that?
Make mental check.
Okay. You know what's great though? I'm assuming my roleplay ability would come into play and can roll an additional d6 because this is political knowledge.
Yeah.
Never used that.
Yay! Yeah, this is a first.
I didn't even know you had that.
Yeah.
We don't use it. We're shitty noble kids.
Oh, no,
no
Peter.
successes.
Shit. You fell asleep that day.
That's fair.
I know exactly what this place looks like. I saw it in a textbook. I don't know anything else.
Yeah, pretty much like you could tell by the skyline in the area, this is Ioka. You know it's the capital of Arquette, the place of Ark's ascension. This is the only spot in like Arquette itself that kind of has a quote-unquote military with the Machi garrison. Apart from that, it's about it.
Well,
Shit. There's probably saints and stuff walking around in there.
I'm not gonna lie. The more I hear about this, the less I want to go in.
What, you want to go to Trust?
I mean, if we make the trek, we can maybe get to Carrix.
Yeah, but that's the same problem. There's just nothing there.
Like, right now, we are on the peninsula that has shit still there. Everything else has been blown to shit. My concern is if we leave Arquette, there's going to be nothing. Anywhere.
if our goal is to take stuff, this would really be the only place that we can.
I don't know how much Morrigan would know about Arquette politics, but Trust is sort of their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be more willing to discuss. Or at least they won't have the army there.
They'll have their own army. I'm assuming. Since they're a city-state.
It's the only place that really has a military.
Alright, so we just need to do something. We can go in here, look around, and, walk out the other side of the city, go to Trust, or we could just start running. But, let's do something.
I think we would be more likely to find something useful. Actually, no, never mind. I think we're at Ioka for a reason. I think that there's something in the city that will help us. I know that there's no real logic to that, but I've just got a feeling, I guess.
Trust is in Arquette, but it's not part of Arquette's government, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Could we ask Hamble if he has any knowledge on Trust?
All orcs are the same.
All
I'm just seeing if he has any knowledge because Trust did exist when Patience existed as well, so maybe he knows something that we don't.
Are you wanting to ask him something then?
If you want to ask my bird something racist, go ahead.
Okay, then yes. Yeah, Hamble, do you happen to know anything about Trust? Anything there that might be of help?
Well, I do have knowledge about Trust, a very nice city nestled in the jungle. I never been there myself. from what I remember, a generally low crime rate. But I don't know much about it currently.
Okay.
Has a nice tower.
Hey, any chance any chance the vaults are interconnected?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, worth a shot.
To your knowledge, do you think that anything in trust would help us move?
Perhaps.
And anything that would have lasted this long?
I do want to remind you guys that he's been shut in a tomb for like hundreds of years.
Yeah, that's why I said anything that would have lasted this long.
Well, the trust was built around the Tower of Honesty. If that's still around, perhaps. But not much has lasted, from what I've gathered.
And what does that tower do?
Well, it was filled with primordial magic. That's why people congregated around it. Very well built. Those who step inside can't speak lies.
Ah,
That's why it's called the Tower of Honesty.
Well, even if it isn't still standing, I'm sure that the ruins would be nearby or slightly buried.
Perhaps, yes.
okay, so we're going into Ioka.
Yeah, why don't we go check out the scary tree? That has our name written all over it.
Oh, okay. We've walked around scary.
Yes, Teamer?
No, go ahead. That's fine. I'm reading things.
Breaking things?
Reading.
Oh, whew.
We're going in then.
Okay, you just walking in?
Yeah, more towards like the side.
Morgan would like to take us around to, I don't know, probably like, I guess the right side? Kind of ducking through hills.
Yeah, sure.
Check out where there's less eyes, if we can see.
I mean, not a lot of eyes around in general, but yeah, like you can definitely go around that way.
Okay. So, while we're still a little further away, Johnny, Hamble, do you guys want to fly up just a bit and see if there's anything else noteworthy?
You can see that John will like nod and will begin to like fly up. Begin to do a few loops around and like come back down. Just shakes his head. Doesn't seem like there's really anything else.
All right, tree it is.
I mean, again, other than like there's the garrison, there's the palace, there are like residential estates for many of the noble families here.
Yeah, like cool buildings, but not like there's a giant ship over here, dude.
Yeah, not really, no.
So
I
that's all I was looking for.
just that way we have it
Don't
in
have
the collective unconscious before we go in. If there's nothing at tree that we like, I say we go straight to the palace. I'm sure that the garrison has useful stuff too. I just don't think that we can handle a fight right now.
And you think the palace is the next best go?
Where
Yeah.
material god is likely.
Who
And close
Seems-
friends of the material god? Who is associated with Nether?
I suppose they might not take kindly to that. Okay.
Oh shit, we're already in her
If there
domain.
ain't nothing at the tree, we will exit out of the left side of town and head towards Trust. If all else fails. If we get separated, we're going to Trust. Okay? Capiche?
Okay.
Alright, just to have that in our mind. Can
And,
we go now?
You mentioned you wanted to take a long rest before we go in though, or
No.
cover
I
of
don't
darkness
need it.
first? Okay.
All of our health came back with Loomis, so
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. That's true.
I don't think mine did because I was an enemy at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still almost dead. Just FYI.
So, Travis and Kira are not.
okay. And rallying, you can't spend hero points on somebody else, right?
Correct.
How many hero points is it for a health block?
5.
Oh,
It wouldn't help Kira, though.
I know. How many does Kira have?
1.
Oh,
Yeah.
She could get 10 stamina.
Even one health block.
Well, let's ask the injured ones. Do you guys want to rest?
I don't want to rest the full night. But a short, like little stint, could be okay. I can't speak for Kira though.
No matter what, I just want to get going. No matter what we choose. Time is short.
Right back.
Would you want to
I
go
agree
in
with you.
and rest later?
I suppose.
All right, then let's do that. I trust your judgment.
We're gonna do this quick. Quiet. If, I don't know. If citizens become unruly, perhaps I can at least direct them somewhere else, and then we'll have to leave. But otherwise, we're good?
Kira will not.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan's ready to go in the city.
Okay. Then the rest of you entering inside.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Moving more stealthily?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
All right. Then, I mean, at this point, it's closer to midnight, so basically no one's out on the streets. It's pretty easy to make your way around, especially with the mist. You're headed for the tree itself?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Viola, go ahead and make for me another spirit save. The closer you get to the tree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 66, yes, greater than 2. Oops.
What the heck?
That is 5 successes. I mistyped,
want
but
that?
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you want that
probably-
last one?
Yeah.
D66.
Okay, you can take one.
6 successes.
Gotcha. Then you feel unsettled, but continue pushing forward despite this kind of like nagging presence all around you. Like a million beetles crawling across your skin. But
Probably holding on to Kira's hand.
Kira holds on to yours. The tree itself is on a small hill. The bark is made out of silver, the leaves out of gold. It's about 50 feet high on kind of like this elevated patch of ground with all of these different offerings laid around the base of the hill, with a set of beautiful marble stairs leading up to the base of the sakura tree. And as you are getting closer, there are like a few guards about just to like protect it, make sure it's not vandalized or anything. They haven't seen you yet, though.
I guess I thought it would be wood. What, kind of nudging Loomis for the binoculars. What are the offerings?
I mean,
just general coins, incense.
Not really. Water, soil.
Ooh.
Like you can see like fruits and vegetables which are in like various states of decay around it. Like there are some like statues and things that seem to be subject to like lots of like erosion, like they've been there for a while. Not like money. It appears to be like pretty much everything but money.
I'm guessing this tree's branches are like overhanging the city, right? If like a tree branch fell, it would just land on a house or something.
Like I said, this tree is 50 feet tall.
There we go.
So 50, not tall enough for to like crush a house. And like with the hill, like everything's spread out. Like the tree's not overhanging anything.
Okay. Huh. Pretty young tree, all things considered.
Is the swirling titanic magic reminiscent of what was happening in Dorga?
Yes and no. There's definitely a using of it, but it's not directed anywhere. In fact, it's almost like a loom of sorts where titanic magic is passing in and out, almost like a photosynthetic process of sorts, like just swirling about the tree.
Well, that's concerning.
And the nether energy, if it's too much for you to focus on, is it concentrated in any particular part, or is it sort of just the whole thing? For Viola. You don't have to, if it's not something that you're picking up just being over here, you don't have to like focus in on it. I was just curious.
Yeah, I'll just ask, like, without me trying to, connect or anything, is that something I've picked up on or no?
Well, the nether isn't really centered. It's across the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like it's not centering here on this tree by any means. But it is
Gotcha,
passing
but
through.
Okay, passing through the tree. It's almost photosynthesis. Now, it's not creating titanic magic. It's just having titanic magic flow around it.
Is it taking the titanic magic like carbon dioxide and exhaling nether?
Not quite. It's like as you are like feeling this tree out, it seems to be like at its core, like titanic magic doesn't seem to be spawning from it, but spawning around it.
Well, here's an idea. I think, if the purpose of the tree, in part, is to, I guess, protect the town, the titanic magic is delaying the damage or the cost of protecting the town until after this fight is over, which is why it's here in the first place. That's how titanic magic works, right?
Generally.
Well, if we try to do anything to this tree, we're gonna get into a big fight. So, do we just
Well,
want to go get some more emeralds?
It's not going to be anywhere open right now.
There's
I'm
also-
talking about
Yeah,
home
we'd be
invasion.
robbing people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Fuck you mean?
I'm talking about just absolutely robbing everyone blind. I also think that destroying the tree may just kill everyone here, because if Titanic magic is delaying the apocalypse from hitting here, and all of it happens at once.
Regardless,
Yeah,
destroying the tree will cause more problems than it will solve.
I agree. The book says some believe that when the tree dies, Arquette itself will die as well and be no more. For this reason, many bring the tree offerings of water, soil, and other valuables. I don't know if it's worth trying to destroy
Yes,
those
okay.
valuables. It might just be best to leave well enough alone.
Okay. So now we're going to be leaving the tree and going on kind of an inventory raid.
Perhaps if there are jewelry places. I don't know if we should be breaking into people's personal homes because we don't even know if they'd have emeralds in the quantity that we would need.
How long will half a pound of emeralds last?
I mean, with how you guys are running it, probably like 5-6 days.
Then
Yeah, so
I'm not sure that robbing people here would be a great idea or worth it.
Well, there's nowhere else to rob, so
Trust might be willing to barter. I don't know what we have to barter with.
They'll even let us in.
and hoping they haven't been affected at all.
I'm just trying to throw ideas out there.
Let's see if we can find a jewelry store and see if we can just get in the back door really quick. Take a couple more.
You said emeralds were uncommon, right?
Yeah, they're uncommon gemstones.
Well, especially in this region, right? Aren't they mostly mined on like the opposite side of the ring?
Generally.
So even if we were to rob a jewelry store, we might find like one or two, and I'm not convinced that that is worth potentially breaking out into a large fight.
Okay, then we are going.
yeah.
Trust it is.
hmm
Gotcha. So you guys are leaving Ioka tonight?
I think getting out of the city bounds and finding ourselves a hill that I can, build a little depression into. Could sleep there.
Gotcha. So is that the goal?
I agree with this.
Okay.
Sounds like that's the goal.
Then, easy enough. You can head out of the city. Get an indentation. And all of you could take a complete rest if you'd like.
Would are we still too close to the city for me to do to meditate the music? Like this being so close to Ioka. Let me rephrase. Are we still so close to Ioka that it would negatively affect my ability to meditate on the music?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I do a heroic thing?
No.
Damn.
Okay.
So all of you can go ahead and take a complete rest. This day is yours.
Yay, health blocks.
All right. On the
Okay.
on the way to trust, could I borrow Kira's ear for
Sure.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling?
Strange. Definitely strange.
I think that makes sense.
I hope it does. Why?
I just wanted to check in on you. It's a lot of change to experience at once.
Yes. Everything's more clear now.
Are you able to feel known and Silex?
I am, yes. And
They holding up?
yes, Sin is helping them.
Sin?
Yes, Sin is the man who was talking to me. At least a fragment of the High God. They were killed. I know that.
Do we remember Sin at this point? Is he gone in our memories?
You remember him, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she was just saying fucking, like, who are you talking about? That's... Did they tell you that? Or did you just feel it?
It's hard to explain. I felt it and I was told, but long ago. The times don't add up. I'm trying to work through it all.
Yeah, of course. It's no rush, obviously. To figure this out, that is.
Right.
But that's good that he can help. I wasn't sure, how he was faring with everything.
Yes.
And I'm sorry for what happened to you during our encounter.
It's fine. What? I don't think the Titans held up their end of the deal.
Oh, yeah?
This fragment, there are bits, moments. I know that Sin went beyond the cosmic stack. Saw things, touched the tree of Arcana. And along the way, things happened. It's still hard to parse. But Sin was working with the Titans for some time. But while he was working with the Titans, he was still connected to the Tree of Arcana. And at times that disrupted the flow of magic. The flow was disrupted. Sorry,
How does... No. This is good. I'm just trying to think of the right things to ask. Help jog your memory. Or, I guess, your feelings. Maybe next time we stop, Viola can help you, meditate on it. If you'd be open, of course.
Sure. I suppose.
I'm really glad you're with us. I don't know if I say that as often as I should, but even though all of this has been so terrible, hard, I know we needed you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I know more now. I know that I'm glad. I know that I'm very thankful that we're all together.
And it's gonna stay that way.
And Kira will nod.
I'm proud of you, man. Morgan will kind of, punch her on the shoulder lightly.
It feels like you hit a brick wall. Just
okay.
And you realize that's what 20 health blocks feels like.
Don't let me do that again.
Okay.
Ugh.
But anything else you guys are doing?
Once we're far away enough, can I meditate on the music?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you meditating on specifically?
It would be the tempo.
Okay.
As it fills in the gaps.
Gotcha. Then go ahead for me and make a spirit check.
Could I borrow some hero points?
If anyone would like to donate with me, I could donate a hero point.
I can donate.
Okay, there.
Are you
How many
only
do you
donating
need?
one?
Yeah, we're both giving one for one reroll. Or I don't know. If that was...
For now. If it doesn't go, actually, I'll give 3.
Three
Three
rerolls?
No, 3 hero points
Or-
for now.
Okay,
Two
so
rerolls.
that's 2
So
rerolls.
that's 2 there.
Yes.
Okay.
If you get up to 4, then I'm happy.
Okay.
You
If
know
I
what?
could
Take
have-
another 2 on the mouse.
On
Bless
the
you.
mouse.
Just to really
mouse.
sell it.
What does on the mouse mean?
Don't worry
That's what
about it.
yeah, that's what
That's
it means.
6 successes out of 6.
Gotcha. Then, as you focus in, going farther away, you're able to tap into that tempo, how the music is supposed to flow and go. And you've unlocked the tempo. As an action in combat, you gain preternatural danger senses until the end of combat. On an even numbered round, your movement speed becomes 500 feet. On an odd number round, you gain an additional
What?
background action.
Alright, Key, what the fuck?
No, honestly. And Colin, can I make an attempt to piece it all together
Sure.
as I try to understand what the song truly is? Because I have been thinking about it, and I do think I know what it is.
Okay.
Starting off at the base, the music is a primordial force, older than the high gods and titans. I think it is inherently a part of all things within our reality, excluding that which lies beyond it. It is a force that provides a forward motion to all things, but in a guided way, a complex dance as everything follows the melody and the tempo in harmony with one another. I imagine that the first note would be akin to like our Big Bang. It both provides for us the space to exist, the motion for reality to build itself up, and the scaffolding or the rules for it to be built upon. It is what allows us to change and grow, to live, but most importantly, live freely. As the motion becomes action and thought, the will to move forward. It is what prevents us from falling into entropy or stagnation, or in other words, into the silence. And I think what really made me realize this is I think the reason why No One's song was so incredibly faint is because they had no desire to move forward anymore, to continue dancing with the music.
But in a sentence, what is the music?
In a sense, the music is it is existence with experience. It is living.
No. We could try. But it still hangs out there, that final piece of the song. But you feel like you're close.
Okay.
Anything else you guys are doing on your journey?
I'd like to get us together to help Kira and Sin synthesize some more information if they can.
Okay.
I know that I'm only part angel, so I don't know if there's any way that I can help offer maybe my energy just so Sin has a second to think. If he's helping with Known and Silex, then he might need to be able to step away, right?
No. I'm going to tell you this right now. Nothing that you're going to be able to do is going to help.
Okay.
But anything else you guys are doing?
Nothing on my end.
There was one more form, right?
There was, yeah.
Can I attempt to go for that?
I mean, technically there's more than one form, but there's one more that
One that I know of.
Yes. Go ahead then and make a mental check.
Okie dokie. Five.
5? Okay. Then, as you focus on morphing one material into another, you begin to kind of make that progress. But this land is strange and this world is breaking down. 5 is close, but you don't fully master the morphing of materials.
That's okay.
But very close.
This is good. Okay.
We didn't do it before. I believe looking into the music of Crow and Loomis.
Gotcha.
I'm down.
Alright. I mean,
Do we want to look more into the music itself, a primordial, using that on Crow, or what are we trying to go for?
I was thinking focusing on the, that primordial flame of Crow,
Yeah.
like flame of the phoenix.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then go ahead and make a spirit check, Viola.
Six successes.
Nice. Then, as you go ahead and focus in on Crow, and through Crow, that primordial flame, this part of the music must always move, dance, constantly flickering one way then the other, perfectly unpredictable. This instantaneous movement, almost like the running of scales constantly, Viola.
Hmm. Connecting that with, can I then look into what Loomis's flame is?
I mean, it's the same thing. That same, like, burning movement. But of course, like, Loomis himself is different. There are holes in his scales as you, like, listen to the runs. Like an incomplete mimicry of the primordial flame. But it's not in the same key necessarily. You wouldn't even say it's the same, like, tenor. But there are similarities there that run through Loomis.
Does it seem like the song needs to be made whole for Loomis?
It's not that Loomis isn't whole, it's just that Loomis is different.
Okay.
And Loomis isn't the same as the primordial fire. There are skips, there are periods of stoppage, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just Loomis. That's just what he is.
I'm like that.
No, I think I'll share that with Loomis. I feel like he would appreciate that.
Definitely interesting.
But anything else before continuing on? If not, then about midday on the 27th of Have, as you start to approach what you think to be trust, the roads become more you could only say deserted. As you've been walking through dense jungle. But with each successive step, like everyone, all like the general travelers are off the road. You can see that there are fields that seem like overgrown and empty. And as you rise above kind of like a hill, probably about a mile out, you can see the city of Trust. This massive walled city made of stone with a marble tower rising from its center, the Tower of Honesty. Otherwise, though, it's just a silent place. Doesn't seem to be any movement that you guys can see.
You said that we were passing by some other travelers on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible to, like, as one goes by, ask them if they know anything of that's going on with Trust?
Wait. Do we want them to know that we're there?
Well, I mean, if the party does not want this, then I won't. But
Gang, what are we thinking?
I'm not against it. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be anywhere near this conversation.
Yeah, you don't even... Do you still have your mask? Viola?
I do
Sure
not.
that broke. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if it's safe for us to be going up and talking to randos. I mean, they look like they're going away from
No,
wherever.
like they were just like people on the road, like across
Okay.
your journey. Like there are more towns and settlements between Ioka and Trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I can also always sound check to make sure that they're not funny business.
They all are Nether Souls.
Yeah.
Oh. The entirety of
After
our
here, I
Morgan's vote is no.
Okay, that's fair.
We have a suspiciously silent city to be concerned with. Morgan wouldn't have any sensory ability that would let him feel if there were caves underground, right?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
You do have a teamer then.
Last time.
Well,
you
yes,
did
I was
that.
being very loud.
Holy shit, it's a map.
Whoa.
I mean, just for context, there's more around.
Yeah.
This one has one. Okay.
I won't if you don't want me to, but the only reason we got caught is because I went outside our bubble last time.
Well, we're pretty low now, so took about everything we had to get here, right?
Yeah, you probably have a few hours left.
So if you want to play that guessing game again, we can. I don't know if it'll be fruitful.
Okay, we could just go and knock.
We can just go and knock.
So, Trust on this map
Emma
looks
Woods.
pretty nice and walled in, right?
Yeah.
They are isolationist. I mean, I guess I don't mind going up myself.
We all have to move forward together.
You guys want to take a risk?
Fuck yeah.
When
Alright.
haven't we taken risk?
That's what I like to hear. And using binoculars and scoping out like the front, what would be the front entrance. There's not like people,
It's
guards
empty.
outside.
There's
It's
nobody.
yeah. Well,
That's unfortunate.
yeah. Morrigan
Oh.
will probably stick to the, moving slow and kind of sneaking. Well, maybe. I don't know. Just moving slowly, I suppose.
Okay.
Up to the front, if that is kosher with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan will-
Yep.
Yeah. Reach up and kind of dust his crown off a bit.
Gotcha.
Straighten his back. I'll fucking go to the front, dude.
Okay.
I'll go to the front door.
Like as you go, like there are two massive gates, made out of like this wrought iron, stands about 30 feet tall with the walls around reaching about 50 feet in height.
Checking the ground, does it look like these have been opened recently? Are there grooves?
I mean, there are grooves. Like this was a busy city.
Yeah, it probably got hit. They still don't have anything to protect themselves from Dark Star.
Well, do we want me to try and open it up?
Either that or we could try to climb over the really tall wall. Either or. We need to get inside, though, and have a look around, see what we can gather.
Yeah. The gates, do they just split in the middle?
They do.
Shit. If I go up and touch the door, or the gates, can I enter through the middle?
You can. You want to use your mist powers to go through.
I'll, see if I can open this thing.
Alright.
If I don't come back in, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, you should be worried.
Yeah, we'll mount a rescue.
I'll start counting.
Morgan will gesture Johnny to go sit with Loomis or whoever. I assume he can't also go through the door.
No. Then you'll flutter over to Loomis. He'll go
Alright.
and sit on Crow's head, and Crow will sit on Loomis's head.
Ooh,
Bird stacking.
I like this.
We're tucking
John is at the
You
birds.
guys
top
better
of the
still be
totem
like that when I open this gate.
birds.
You guys better tucking. I'm going in the gate.
Gotcha.
John is at the top of the totem pole.
Then, as you slide through the gates, as you peer out on the other side, you feel something strange at your calf, Morrigan. You look down. You're standing calf deep in ash. As you look out, the interior of Trust, buildings made of ancient stone, have ash all about them. Just piles of ash running through the street, no less than an inch deep. Like the city was just coated in it. Otherwise, it stands silent.
Fire ash, not the gray dust that
No, gray dust.
Morgan will kind of try to pull his shirt up so that way he's not inhaling stuff and look back to see if there's any way to get the gate open.
It's barred. It seems like they normally barred it. And there's bits of iron that have been welded to the interior of the door. This gate was sealed from the inside.
It's just like pathologic.
The intent of the defenders seemingly was not to have the door be opened again. But that did not save them.
I don't presume that utilizing utilizing Tellus and the Ring of the Sigillite. I mean, I know it's not like actual fire that it produces, but would I be able to chip through the welding?
Easily.
Probably not, right? Oh, okay. I'll do that.
It's, again, like, your weapon is to the point where it cuts through the iron as if it were paper. And with just a few hacks, you can push the gate open, allowing the rest of the Earthen Claw to see the interior.
Oh god.
Well,
They
shit.
sealed themselves in here.
Listening in, all I hear is the dust.
All there is dust. And the faintest sound and lingering of nether and disharmony.
Whenever Aether Eater was here, we have no guarantee that they're gone.
It's not like the dust. It's ash.
It is.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't understand that. Well,
We should try to be quick.
Okay. Yeah, because all the buildings and things are still intact, though, correct?
Generally, although as you're looking, I mean, you can see that there are, like, some buildings that have, like, these deep grooves in them. But
Partially eaten.
But most seem relatively normal.
Okay. We don't have much of a choice. Everyone okay with going through the city to try and find emeralds?
Yeah.
We just have to, but we're gonna be sneaky about it, try and be quick.
yeah, let's Walking Dead this and kind of get back to back, just observing. I know it's quiet, but still.
Okay.
I don't think.
Tavis is going to take a second, having seen the devastation of an entire city firsthand for the first time in a while before we actually move. But
Gotcha.
once I steal my resolve, I'm done to go.
What's up, Jonah?
I don't know if they're gonna come back here or if anything was left. I think they just intended to be done with it.
Yep, quell any resistance, but
People hide things all the time.
That's what we can believe, yeah.
And the tower is definitely a place to look no matter what. Even if everything is destroyed, there's got to be something, right?
Tower's still standing.
Tower still stands. I don't know. Between the all of us, are we aware of any other important buildings that would have been here, or is that like the thing?
Like the thing, like the rest is like governmental buildings, like schools. Like this was a full-fledged city.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
Let's I think we should head to the tower and then pick through governmental buildings. Might be our best bet.
Try to check
People like that
buildings on our
hide
way
stuff
there.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emerald's
Yeah,
being
if we can just
top
walk
priority.
through. Yeah, if we can just like walk through broken buildings. I mean, at this point, I guess it doesn't matter. We can just crawl out windows and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, mostly the streets are clear. You just need to like pick away the ash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, make our way through there. Houses in the way. We'll peek in. But
Gotcha. Then just roll a d6 for me.
you guys want me to do that, or
Hey, you're the man with the plan.
aren't I? 5.
Nice swing.
5. Then, as you're walking through, like, you're able to see, making your way through one street, one alley, like some writing, faded but hastily scrawled upon one of the walls. As you look, this is what you see.
That makes
What
sense.
is entropy?
We were wondering where she was hiding.
Fucking hell, dude. Inspecting closer, is it blood?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And
Keep
like,
moving.
and an important thing I think to also note, peeking through this city, you would notice that, like, many things are just gone. Like, any trash that was in a home, gone. There are no, like, loose coins on the streets. It just looks like a city fallen to time. As you progress, there seems to be a heaviness in the air the deeper you go, till you come to the Tower of Honesty itself. You are able to feel the primordial energy churning about it, Loomis. But around the tower, like, the gray dust is just piled up, probably 7-8 feet high, in the square in which it sits. Are you all trying to head inside?
I guess so.
Has the sound of nether and wrongness increased?
No, not really.
Okay.
Could I ask one question before? I know by now we've moved away, but when we were standing next to the message, Tav is a medical expert. Could he tell how old the blood is? Is it just pretty old?
If it's like flaky, then I would assume it's pretty old. But if it's,
See, that's the thing. Like, as you look at it, Tavis, it is unevenly aged. Like, different parts of this blood have different levels to it. And even as you kind of go for it, I'll give you actually 5 hero points, Morgan, as you kind of like look through Tavis. The more you go, approaching kind of the center, there's a lot of uneven aging in this city. As if it's falling to entropy at different rates.
That makes sense. This is all a little bit sickening. I know this is all we've been seeing, but... none of these people have deserved this. But I'm ready to go in the building. If you guys are. If I need to go in and unlock it, I can do that.
Yeah, I can go and approach it first, just in case. Try to, primordial, a little close to it, if there is anything in there.
Yeah, it might like you.
Yeah. I shall go for the door. Trying to clear the way of the ash, covering my face.
Yep. Door's open.
It's open. How welcoming. Can I peek my head in?
Sure. You can see what once looked to be like a grand, reception area in the tower with 2 spiral staircases heading up to the next level. This thing probably goes up 7, 8 floors. The first floor of this tower, though, at least from what you can see, is completely empty. Nothing inside. Not even dust. Spotless.
Is this why does it sort of feel like all of it's been pushed out? Since there's so much stacked outside?
Hard to say.
Oh, well. Turn back to the group and kind of just make a... I don't know how to make an empty sign.
Just shake your head.
That would just imply no, but I think Loomis would step inside.
Okay.
Morgan on to after.
Yep.
And the rest?
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
Okay. And you're in this empty first floor.
There's only an ascending staircase, nothing descending?
No. Just ascending.
And, tapping my foot on the ground, in a few different areas, poking at the wall with Tellus. I don't hear or feel anything that would indicate emptiness, hidden passages, such like that.
Make a physical check.
Okay. This is 3. Oh god. Well, it's good I just got those hero points, right, guys?
Yeah.
Let's start with 3. I can't write. I'll just do the last 2. Why not? You know? 4 successes?
4. In a tower known for honesty, the presence of secret passages seems counterintuitive. You are 99% sure there are no secret passages or tunnels or things in this tower.
Figured I might as well.
So there's two different ways to go upstairs.
Yeah, I mean they like go around the sides. Like it's clear like they're going to the same place. It's just Regal.
Yeah. I choose the left one then,
Okay.
and I will begin to ascend.
Gotcha. Easy enough. The
How's that?
second floor is completely empty as well.
Fine. Damn it.
How much you want to
Yeah.
bet that the whole thing is empty?
I don't have any gold on me, but I bet a single gold. To the third one then.
Empty.
Fourth one.
Empty.
I'm
What was that, Davis?
just frustrated. There's nothing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys.
should have figured as much. Fifth one.
Empty.
There's 8 total, right?
Yep.
What was that? The
I'll
fifth
go back to the
one?
top.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sixth one, empty. Seventh one, empty. Eighth one, open floor plan. As you get to the top, in this floor there is a single room. In the center of this room, on a large dais, there is a massive ruby. About 50 pounds worth of it, beautifully cut. Although still cloudy from where you are at the kind of edge of the staircase. It gives this soft red light that spreads out throughout this top floor.
If I remember correctly, do not look into it, please.
You do remember correctly.
Honestly, probably shouldn't even go near it.
That's the only thing, right?
Yeah.
Well.
And Morgan's just gonna sit down.
What did we do?
Well, entropy is probably at Ioka, right?
Or at least near there.
We're busy somewhere else. All
Took
hands
out
on
most.
deck, you know?
Yeah, took out most of the border of Zell for materials and stuff.
I
The
think
most loyal people are in Ioka.
Okay.
think maybe if given the chance to talk to her, we could get somewhere.
You're saying what? Try to walk back and try to find
A long amount of time, but
Entropy?
I
Yeah.
doubt it.
I doubt it.
We saw what Ataxia was like. I don't think there's any reasoning. I mean,
so all
no
we
offense, but you're wired a little different.
I know I'm wired a little different, but that's because I was given the gift of, I guess, a second chance.
Exactly, like they haven't. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a second. I don't know. what that is specifically, but the point is,
What Ataxia thinks that she's doing the right thing.
So does Entropy.
And
they all do.
well, let me finish. She thinks that if all of this is, if everything works out the way that they're planning, then it means that she doesn't really need to come to terms with the fact that she's slaughtered hundreds of thousands. It means that all those people that she has to keep seeing, they can come back. And I think above all else, most Aether Eaters, Entropy included, just want that part of them to be quiet. I think that she wants whatever's best, and she's just, it's hard for her to see it. And I know influence of the Dark Star, I know she just leveled an entire city, but frankly, I've done the same thing, and you guys are talking to me now. I don't think that we should just rule her out as a weapon, or I don't know, am I being too charitable?
I think just a little bit.
You have a level of clarity that they don't have right now. I agree that they want what's best. I mean, they've said as much. They want things to be in balance, whatever that means to them.
If anyone can provide that clarity, it's us. We've proven that we're able to reason with nether souls, and if she's going to listen to anyone from the other side, well, I think I have a reasonable shot.
Or she'll just want to turn you as quickly as Ataxia did.
I can't die again.
You don't need to come with. You can stay outside the city. But I don't know what other options we have right now.
Okay, I think we're getting a little sidetracked with that, because we still have to get to Havel and Clover. And we have 19 days left, maximum.
And
for all of it.
What I'm trying to say is Entropy got from Havel all the way to this side of the ring really quickly. If we can convince her to just do us one favor.
One favor that would ruin all of her plans and all of her friends' plans?
I don't think that you can just rule her out like that. I think part of the reason why she isn't willing to even listen is because every time that someone sees Entropy, they have that reaction. They assume that she's the bad guy. And when the only people who have ever cared about you have been telling you, hey, go slaughter a city, hey, this is the right thing to do, and everyone else seems to be shitting on your very existence, it makes it very hard for you to see any other perspective.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I'm not for this plan at all.
Yeah, and when she turns around and is like, oh, great, you're letting me, line you up, and just... Sometimes animals and creatures are brightly colored to warn that they are poisonous.
Animals?
Just...
You think
creatures... That's not what I mean. I'm saying that when something seems dangerous, it might be dangerous.
Do you think I'm not dangerous?
I'm not... There's obviously nothing that I'm going to say that will change your mind on this, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think she will help us. And the time spent trying to convince her to help us, even if it succeeds, could end everything.
What's your plan?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. We need to get to Havel as fast as possible. We could risk a teleport. It's very dangerous and probably not a good idea. I don't know. Kira, how fast could you fly?
But, I mean, I try to get 200 miles a day, but I doubt I could get that. The
I mean,
future is so
Especially
clouded.
with all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, before we just abandon this, Kira, what do you have to say about the entropy thing? Do we say she is what she is and doesn't ever have a chance to change, or
That's
I
not what we're
don't
saying.
I don't think right now that's the question we're trying to solve. Right now, the fucking question is how do we get to Havel? And does entropy give us a way to get there? I don't know.
I mean, does she have a way to get there? I think is yes,
Why? Why do you think that?
because she was just in Zell like less than a week ago.
She was on the border.
She was in
Like, maybe.
Bospora, right?
Yeah.
Like there.
Oh.
And that was almost a month ago.
Oh, I thought that was like a few days ago. Okay.
No.
We've been traveling for a long time.
It's been a long time.
Well,
People are not generally teleporting right now.
she has all of the resources of Arquette. If there's anything within the entire country,
So if
and if she was
Kira
to,
can... Sorry.
never mind.
If Kira can fly 150 miles a day, is that feasible? Because you said you could try to get 200, but probably not.
Don't know.
If I may interject, we have been facing our near, and I would rather us not be up in the air.
Okay, then do you want to use the cave or try to teleport some other way? Because that's the only feasible way we have to get there right now.
Tavis is gonna walk away for a minute. Just tell me when you guys have a plan.
Okay.
I mean, I'm for trying to, fly/run.
Yeah,
Probably try
flying,
to
I would rather.
try to fly through like mountains, groove through them versus having to run around them, stuff like that.
I am not going to watch my father kill all of you. So, the cave is out. I refuse. We're not walking into their trap.
I can try and fly as fast as I can.
I hate to put all of this pressure on you, Kira. You and everybody.
Oh, can I say one final thing, and then I'll shut up about entropy?
Yup.
Look, I know that you guys clearly don't exactly see eye to eye here, or I don't know if anything I say will even matter. But she did choose not to kill us, and she didn't wait outside the cave when we were down at the joint.
She was busy. I imagine she had, shit to do. And we
Yeah,
killed all
and
of those creatures that would have reported back.
It's not like she walked up to us and said, "I'm
she
letting you
didn't-
go."
She didn't just let us go, we snuck past her.
I'm saying
we-
if all of those forces flooded in. She very clearly knew about it. We didn't sneak away. And of all the things to be busy with, killing us seems like a very important thing, especially given that the joint of the ring was just opened. Now, look, if this doesn't convince you, it's fine. I just wanted to say something.
At that point in time, I don't think we were on her radar at all.
The joint was.
We weren't.
We went to a random
Potentially.
joint.
And she sent forces to deal with it, and then they didn't report back, but by the time she could have gotten there, we were gone.
Listen, we need to start moving if we want to start flying and running. We can start, heading towards the mountains, then maybe Kira can fly us through, then we can take a rest after the mountains.
Colin,
Mm-hmm.
what does the music sound like between us right now?
Between all of you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about from this room, from the Ruby?
The Ruby, you get a strange sound, like the closest I could describe it as is like a techno beat. Like while the rest is choral and soothing, this is like more like rigid and synthesized, shifting, moving. It's strange, this Ruby.
Hmm.
Why did the A3 there just not eat it?
There's a passage in the book, but I don't think any of us would know that specifically. I don't know. Probably just too dangerous to consume. I don't know. Maybe it does something.
Or just not worth it.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Not worth it to consume it.
Everything was consumed, though. Why pick and choose so specifically? It's an unnecessary... It's arbitrary. Whatever the reason was.
Regardless, we do need to go.
Yeah.
Well, I promise we're out of emeralds, so we're going to be facing a lot of resistance.
I don't know what else to say.
Yep.
Gotta go.
So is the goal hopping on Kira's back and just booking it?
A mix of running, too.
Gotcha. Mix of running. I'm assuming, attempting to potentially find emeralds wherever they could be found? Just on the run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this is your plan? This is the gamble?
This is the gamble.
Could I don't know, but just before we leave, we're all, pretty sure that it was entropy hanging about here. With Tracker, could I try and figure out if there was a particular area here that she spent more time in, or that had her focus longer? Or would that just be folly?
I mean, looking around, she probably spent some time here at the tower. She probably spent time at the walls. like, but it looks like as you like take a moment, Morgan, and survey from kind of the top floor of the tower, it was just systematic destruction of this place. She just ate everything. But are you guys heading out?
Let's go gambling.
Okay.
I hate gambling.
One of the biggest roles in the campaign, I suppose, then. Who's feeling lucky?
I mean, I'll do it. Unless someone else is
I'm
dying
not.
for it.
Then
This is the worst.
go ahead and roll a... First, let me check on something. Roll a D100 minus 10, Brandon.
Okay.
Higher the better.
Ah.
Is there any way to add or re-roll or anything?
No. 19. This is the, well, technically second worst outcome on that roll. I need someone to go ahead and roll 3d6 then for me.
Do y'all want me to do it?
If you're okay with that.
Okay. 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh!
4, 6, 5, and 4. Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
Oh.
So, all of you put all of your effort into running. Running as fast as you can across the nation of Zel. Going. You're able to scrounge emeralds as you go, but you are routinely found by Arnir, Slod, other denizens. The battles that you endure are fierce. As you continue to fly, you're witness to a dying world. Kira constantly is struck by crackling red lightning as you fly towards Havel. She loses 15 health blocks forever. Her new maximum is 5. And we will pick up next session as you arrive at Havel on the morning of the 45th.
Oh god.
And it's here where we will end the session for today, as all of you
Colin.
can lose a level
Fuck.
because entropy
Colin?
was eating. Yes?
How bad of an idea would it have been to actually go talk to Entropy?
You would have TPK'd.
Okay. Can I say what she was doing?
Yeah, sure, you can say it.
She was building a Steely in our cat. That's why she ignored us. Because she was building a Steely to do their ritual. To
Oh,
boot
she
everyone
doesn't
out of
build?
the stack. That's why she didn't pay attention to us. There was something more important.
Yeah, out of character, I will say, yeah, she wasn't on your side.
I still think I could convince her for a favor.
You're
No.
delusional.
No.
I mean, maybe you could
You
have,
should-
but
That would have been a hell of a roll.
And you know what?
And
I have 73 hero points and have been pumping spirit for like 6 levels just to talk to Entropy.
You should read Ishin's Lie.
Yeah, Bedlam has done some fucked up shit too, dude.
No,
but
you
that's
should
not really the
specifically read
argument.
Ishin's Lie.
Nothing's impossible. It would have been a long shot.
Okay, well, we somehow have to find the thing and then get to Clover by like 4 or 5 a.m. on the 46th.
Yeah.
Because I think that's when the battle was happening in the Proliad
Yep.
against Emotion.
Morning of the 46th. That's when everything
So
went up.
we have about 24 hours.
The gauntlet is down, Grimcove. Welcome
Okay.
to the 10.5. Time for you all to prove your worth.